Hello everyone, weather's turned a bit miserable today, so I'm going into the potting shed and I'm taking these with me. Right, really got to tidy this place up. Anyway, so what are these plants that I've brought in? Well, they are pineberries. I've been after them for quite a while, just not been able to really find them for sale easily. The one time I didn't buy them, and I regret it since then. But the other day I was working in a garden centre and I happened to see they had this tray. And they were in the reduced section. They should have been £12.50 and I paid £6.50 for them. Because it was missing one. There should have been four, but it was free. I don't mind that. In fact, they were already starting to put a runner out, so we can get a fourth one out of it anyway. So what I'm going to do, while I'm chatting to you, I am going to pull it out of each one out of this pot and pot them up into the larger pots. Now I'm doing this in the potting shed today because I went down the allotment and I spent an hour down there. It was tipping it down with rain, which I'm really glad for, I have to admit. But I was soaked to the bone and I couldn't really get the camera out or anything, and it kind of threw things around. But yeah, let's get these pineberries potted up then. Well, what I've done with these pineberries, quite simple really. I have removed them from their container. They weren't too root bound, to be fair, so I didn't need to tease them out. But they've just removed them out of there, all three of them. And then I filled up some large pots with some multi-purpose compost. Nothing special, just multi-purpose compost. And then I've just popped them into there. I'll put the plants into the soil, firming them down, and that's them good to go. And I've obviously not forgotten to add the label, most important that. And here's one of them is. Now the little runner that I had growing off one of them, well, I've taken a small pot, filled that also with multi-purpose compost, and put the runner on top of that, and then I've just had an old ruined tent peg that I've just pushed over it to hold it into place. So that's going to go. That should hopefully grow. Now these four plants, I'll call them four now, we'll see what happens. They will be moved outside, which I'll do now. Alright, well, that's got the pineberries outside and hopefully they'll do pretty well out there. I brought this in, and it's something I'm going to do now that I spoke about last week, which is sowing some carrots. Now we are at the end of July, but it's still, carrots can still be sown. I've sown some just in drills down on the allotment when I've had the chance, but this I'm going to try something slightly different. I've seen other people doing it, so I think it would work. And I'm using my deep root traders, and I'm filling them up with John Ennis number 2. Nothing that special or difficult there, really. Just filling them up, tamping them down, making sure they're good. And then I'm just going to pop a seed into each one and then leave them to grow. Now these variety that I'm using today is early nantes, but I will be repeating this with several other types of carrots. And then once they're sown, they're just going to sit up and hopefully they will grow and germinate. Well, that's got the carrots sown, and after I sown them I've just sprayed them with some water just to soak them down. And now they are going to sit just up here. Well, I can keep them keep them watered and keep them moist, and they should do okay. But we'll come back to those as they germinate and see how they get on and see if they do any better growing them this way as opposed to planting them straight, sowing them straight into the soil. Now, talking of sowing, the seeds that I sown last week, they have all grown really, really well. They've all pretty much germinated. So they're going to need potting on pretty soon. I'm not going to worry about that today. We'll worry about that over the next week. So thank you very much for watching again this week. I'm sorry I haven't been outside. The weather has been pretty appalling on, well, Sundays when I do most of my video, and I do bits during the week, but Sundays when I do most of it, and the weather was atrocious. And Saturday I was up at a festival and being interviewed by the Skinny Jean Gardener, which was pretty cool. A lovely bloke he is, Lee, there. Anyway, that's getting away from the point, but thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all again next time.